Hello and welcome back to Project Virtue. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'm really excited to be filming another video for you all. I got so much awesome feedback on the last video, and I thank you all so much for all of the likes and the comments and the shares and everything y'all did to support me in Project Virtue. And today we're going to be talking about how to not be overwhelmed and stressed about life and just everything that we have to deal with on a daily basis, because it's super easy to get overwhelmed and anxious about that. But before we get into the video, I have an announcement to make. I'm going to be releasing a short ebook tonight called Satisfy Us in the Morning, and it's all about quiet time. I go in depth about Bible study and also about prayer, and I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait for you all to read it. But the only way to read it is by subscribing to the Project Virtue email list. And if you're already subscribed, I'll be sending that out to the list tonight, but if you're not subscribed and you want to read it, you'll have to subscribe to the list. So today we're going to be talking about how to not be overwhelmed and stressed out about life, whether it's school or some family issues or anything that we have that might bring us some anxiety. And the first tip I have for you today is to pray. And in Matthew, Jesus tells us that all that are weary and heavy laden can come to him and he will give them rest. And I know that when I'm really anxious and worried about something, I feel very weary and heavy laden. But Jesus tells me that I can come to him when I feel that way, and he will give me rest. That's the only way we're going to feel truly better when we're really anxious and worried. And the second thing is to serve. Go out and serve other people. The best way to feel better about yourself and about your situations is to go out and serve those whose situations are even worse. It's very humbling, and it really brings us back down to earth and helps us realize that, hey, our problems really aren't as bad as we think they are, because there's so many others that are struggling with so much worse. So go out and serve someone else and help someone else, and I guarantee you'll feel better. Number 3 is to relax. If you've been working really hard on something that is bringing you a lot of stress or anxiety, you need to take a break from that. You need to relax and not be so overwhelmed with all the work you have to do. And I understand that a lot of things are time sensitive, but take 15, 20, 30 minutes of a break. God commands his people in the Old Testament to take a whole day of Sabbath rest. So it's not going to be lazy or self-indulgent if we take a break or take a rest in the midst of a lot of really hard work. And that leads me into my 4th point. Work harder. If it's something that's bringing you stress, is something like grades or something that's in our control and that we have control over, we need to work harder for those things. You're only going to get out of something the amount that you put into it. So if you're hardly studying anything in school, you're going to flunk unless you're really, really lucky. And if you want to get good grades, you want to get those straight A's and you want to be the top student, you need to work for that. You need to work harder for that. It's not just going to happen by accident, especially if you're in high school. So work harder for those grades that you want. It's not going to happen by accident. And number 5, surround yourself with positivity. If all of your friends are really negative and they're really bringing you down, it's going to add a lot of extra stress and anxiety to your life. It can feel like you're walking on eggshells all the time to make sure that you're not going to hurt their feelings or say something that might upset them. So surround yourself with friends that are going to build you up and not tear you down. So I hope that these tips have helped you. I think it was perfect timing that I was asked this question with midterms coming up soon at the end of the first semester. And I know I get really anxious about those things, and you probably do too. So I hope that these tips have helped you, and if they have, or if they might help someone else that you know, please share this video with your friends. And again, thank you so much for watching, and remember to check for the Satisfy Us in the Morning ebook. Thank you so much for watching.